はい、こんばんは。ケロでございます。今日はですね、チキンポリスっていうゲームの方をやっていきたいと思いますよ。ちょこっと解説には書きましたけど、いわゆるハードボイルドアドベンチャーなんですけど、ちょっとこの画面とかサムネイルの画面とかを見ていただけると、あれって思うところがあるかもしれないですねっていうところを加味しながら、見ていっていただければなと思います。私も初見なので一緒に楽しみましょうというところですね。で、アバターにアニメーズを使っているので、今日はペンギンさんアバターで始めておりますよ。若干ちょっとラグってる感じはあるんだけどね。というところでやっていきます。
Previously on Chicken Police.
ではチキンポリス。
She stood in the darkness, the light painted stripes on her body. She was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to.
My mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler, or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
はい、というわけでなんか始まっちゃいました。
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We...
進みますね。カメラ移動がこんな感じでできて、移動も移動はカーソル移動なのか。で、入り口に入るか。フィリス。この人誰？操作。見る。
Phyllis and Royce, two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look, officious little shitheads, but harmless.
ハリネズミなんだこの人たち。確かにさ、雨がっぱからさ、針飛び出てんだけど、これ意味をなすの尋ねるがねえな。サニー家が久しぶりに何しに来たんで、ビッグボスに追い出されたりしてきて。
Tough luck, boys.
ねえかもしれな
I
い。
may
勤
not
務中
be
じゃな
on
くて、
duty,
俺は
but
まだ
I'm
警
still
官
a
だ。
cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so casual, bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
マロイが代理ですよ。
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty.
なぜ羽の鳥は群れをなすって言うんだ。
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range.
すごいやり方だね。
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side
は
are
い、ど
you
っちの味
on,
方なんだ。
jerk?
面白いね。ポスターがあるよ。これは何だろう。
Every time
この
this
ポスターが
poster
消えるたびに
disappears,
ラットボイル
good
ド
old
の
Blood
別の
Boil
ある
puts it right back
一回は
immediately.
ゲームですよ。
I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
あとはパト
Back
カ
in the
ー。
day, I used to patrol the city
パトカーっ
streets
て
in one of these.
なんかごっついパト
I
カーだ
don't
な
miss。it, but it used to have its advantages.
私の目線とかで気がついている方とかいるかもしれないですが、今日ウェブカメラよりも、ゲーム画面が右側にあるので、私の目線が右側寄りになっていることが多いです。はい。弾痕なんじゃこれ。
This happened when that old
それは冒
bloodhound
険ブラッ
Blood
ド
Boil
ボイ
was
ルが
promoted
警
to
察本部
chief
の
of
上司と
police.
して発生した出来事だった。なんか事件があったんだね。まあいいや、中入ろっか。
Here we are again.
ここはキロウィル警察
Clawville
署。
Police
歴史は得意じゃ
Department.
ないけど、かつて教会、病院、カ
I've
ルト
never
教
been
官と
good
切り
at
打ちかけられた
history,
し。
but if I'm not
こんばん
mistaken,
は。
this
ナイス
place
メ
has
ガネのペ
been
ン
a
ギンさん。
church,
わ
a
ら、おめめ
hospital,、
真っ赤
and
です
even
ね。
あー、
some
ペコさん
insane
こんばん
cult
は。
secret
今日はペン
hideout
ギン
over
で
the
すよ。
years.
てか今日だけのつもりなんだけ
The
どね。
place holds the secrets
でもっ
of
て
the
今日は
ages
チキンポリス
and
っていう
some
ゲームを
drunk
やっ
pigs
て
in
ま
the
す。
basement.
地下には酔っ払った豚どもが隠されている。なんかいろんなやつがいるな。モニカ。
Hey, Monica.
へい、モニカ。モニカメガネかけてる。すげえ。
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating
大
somewhere?
晦日なのか。
Every day's a holiday
ここに
since
出
I
てから
got
毎
out
日が
here.
祝日だよ。
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for
ちむどりなんだね。
me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak
すごい。
McChicken himself. Those two prickly
いやこれね
assholes
使っ
told
て
me
ると
he's
ねラグ
emptying
るの
the
よ。
magazines
なか
in
な
the
かね
hole.
使いづらくて。
Like always.
もうちょっとやりやすいのがあるといいかなと思ったんだけど、アニメ図自体がちょっと重いんだね。アバターのアプリです
You
けど。
know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
いつも言ってる
Yeah, I
言
know.
ってるよ。
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
これはなんだろう。モート。ごめん。
Poor old lizard.
おい、
You've seen better
お前
days,
も
haven't
一
you?
人だな。
Mort, you scabbiest
トカゲ
beast.
じじい。
What the hell did you do?
Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and
グラスで頭を
someone
叩かれ
got
る。
knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat. Am I
あ
right?
ー、それは致し方ない。昨日のハンバーガーとか柴犬さんのやつです。
そうそうそうそう、それハンバーガーとかやってたやつなんだけど、それでとりあえず適当なやつ選んでみたんだけど、ちょっと重いんだよね。
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
俺特に不随なことでもあったのかい、モーリー。
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them
仕
to
事と
leave
に
me
あいつら使いたくないん
alone.
じゃない大晦日らしい。わしはいいことしたわ。
It's New Year's Eve after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog
はい、
to
いつ
get
も
you
持っ
out
て
of
くる。
this
ワンちゃんは
mess?
どうした？
Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jeffy is a good
Jeffy.
boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details.
飼い犬に利
When
用さ
will
れて
you
る。
finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course, if you see
わしは利用されてる。
me. What could a pretty boy like him want from
でもわしにはあいつしかいないん
old
じゃ。
monster? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve
まあそこ
better,
マシな生
pal.
き方もできるだろ
By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not
ちゃん
what I
とあれだね
used、to
腕に鱗があるんだね。
But neither are you,
このモート
judging
さん
from your
トカゲだけど。
voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am.
Don't need to, Mort.
Siya
I'm
mo yun, ah.
fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk
気
to
遣い
that
にじみた袋。
insane owl.
Damn right.
please say something on my
Buffalo
behalf,
case.
okay?
このゲ
I
ームの
really
動
don't
物
have
た
time
ち
for this
無駄にイケメン
detective
イケボすぎ
buffalo
ない？
イケメンだよね。
Hey, careful with
イケメン
that.
祭りだよね。
Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
なんせハードボイルドアドベンチャーだからさ、多分セリフ回しも全部ハードボイルドなん
I'll
だよ。
try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
そういう意味で言うと、なかなかこう、個性的じゃ個性的だよね。
More
Is
like
it
a
hard to
clucking
get?
pigeon.
この人がそうなのかな。
ああ、理解。
Detective
わら。
Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you
Hey,
too,
Bosco.
Bosco. I see you're busy as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes.
トカゲさんを飛びると。
This son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad, bad boy again. Nothing.
I'm still a cop for another
もはや実写だよね、
121
レベ
days,
ル
Bosco.
的に。
It's as
こういうゲーム
unpleasant
が
to
できるように
me
なっ
as
ちゃっ
it
た
is
なっ
to
て
you.
いう時代。
All right. No need to bite.
シュナ
Wasn't
様
trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, blood boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
ドイツにでこうされくて。
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's
別撮り。
kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same.
この辺の言い回しが面白いんだよね。
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny.
ブチギレさ
Let
せとけ。
him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway,
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
no worries, pal.
で、警察の
Honor,
紋章、
strength, unity.
名誉の力だけ
For
つ
the。love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. Officer Jardine.
ジャーディン警部。
They
賢
say
くて
she's
品
clever,
気があるという。
smart, and dangerous. We
シュ
need
ナ
more
様
of
に
her
釘
kind
付け
in
で
here.
内容が頭に入らない。
Officer Jardine. I'm really not in the mood to meet
Malloy,
Deputy
ay, naku,
Malloy
ay.
or any of my ex-colleagues.
捕
from
食
the
か。
Predatory.
ウスエリアと、あ、自販機があるの。なんだこれ。
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic.
まずそう。自販機で水か。ずっと多分なんか飲むもんだな。これも面白いでしょ。で、あと見るものは特にねえのか。あ、射撃場行ってみよう。射撃場にいるって言ってたよ
This
ね。
is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past
戦まりを
that,
乗り越え
but
ることがで
it's
きるか
worth
ら
a
でも
try.
価値はあると。このポスターこのポスター
Long thighs
長い
and
足
a
に
big
大きな
gun.
銃。
That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
すげえなかなか見れないタイプのポスターだよね。
いやーん、ミニスカポリス、わら。
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
なんか怒られた。
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
I was just about.
You're right.
じゃあ話そう。
Marty looks good.
マウピはゲ
Big
スト
and
だ。
loud and angry as always.
乱暴でうるさく気性が荒い。
Hey, Marty.
今じ
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, boss bird. Were you lost?
ここ警
This
察
is
だ
the
よ。
PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
玉帰ってきてしまう。
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on. Let's
What
forget
was it?
that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say,
そ
Sonny.
れさに
Damn it, Marty. You shot me, remember?
お前
I
が
almost
出血さ
bled
れ
to
て死
death.
とだったんだぞ。
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help. Okay?
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
そうかい。
So, are you
この
in?
この微妙な距
Just
離
for
感。
tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
仕事したくねえのか。
That's it.
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom.
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring
ばあさん
Bertha?
持っていていい？
Ah, for the love of Marty, this
散々
is
銃
a
を持
routine
ち出せて
case. You can't bring your shotgun,
もう
okay?
容赦なく銃持ち出そうとするあたりが
Okay, okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
数
All right,
字は
Susie can come.
数字も銃かな
That's what I want to hear.
いややる気満々
Marty looks good. Hey, there were 4 weapons here. Where are the others? You're not bringing them with you, I hope.
Oh, we're going to a
私バー
bar,
に行く
aren't
んだよ
we?
ね
Yeah, that's the point.
And? What?
A buffalo killer and 2 handguns? We're only there to sniff
Buffalo Wolves
around,
二丁拳銃
not start a goddamn war.
Ah, war,
Battle
bar.
of
What's the difference? It's freaking New Year's Eve, right?
もうやりたくてしょうがないんだ
Furry,
な
you know what? I don't even care.
OK もう一回やってみる
That's the spirit.
OK そんでいいよリンダよし俺はどうすれば戻れるんだカパン一応銃も持ってんだね自分
I haven't dusted you off in a
音楽もジャスなんだ。
そう出られるかここは出口だねじゃあ出ましょう
still drink coffee.
まだコーヒー飲んでんのか
Yeah, my only poison.
毒とか
Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of
Jeep
Zips
with a
coffee and a hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight
喧
too,
嘩してどう
huh?
すんだよ
If it comes to that,
血の気
I'm
多すぎ
leaving
る
you
な
without a blink.
Oh, yeah, like last time?
Those were different times,
時代
Marty.
も違うしこ
With
れ
a
も別撮
different
りなんだ
Sonny.
パーティ
Well, all
ー
right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, okay, I know. Let's go.
Let's go
Sonny, there's a little problem.
もっとブロック
Not so little, and it smells
Yo.
too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
ライフル持ってきてる
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
匂うこのおっさんかなこれかブラッドボイル
The chief doesn't seem to
部
be
長
in a
はご
good
機嫌
mood,
斜めのようだ
but he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The 2 pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Blood
ブラッド
Boil.
ボイル本部長
Damn.
くそ
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
素敵な夜
What a
ですよ
lovely
ね
evening. Am I
I don't want to hear your crowing,
お前
Santino.
か懐こいなに
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, 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 careful with the racist barking, old
種族差別
hound.
バセットハウンドさん。
Oh, oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part?
Marty
It's
が
New
マーティが
Year's
なだめて
after
る
all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin.
That's it, boss. To serve
市
and
民を
protect.
市民に保護するの
Sonny
ぜ
was
ひ
in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a
警官仲
cop
間
too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
コーヒーブレイクに行ったら喧嘩しちゃうんだ
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
親子喧嘩。
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
よし、じゃあ移動だね。カメラ移動すると行ける場所が出るかな。出る。外はこっち。
Maybe next time.
こっちじゃないな。
Do you remember when they changed the...
I remember Blood Boil catching us and almost suspending us.
My stupid shit? I remember it was your idea. And...
Yeah, and I remember you. you.
このコンビ面白いな。
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need...
Well, because he's a
種類だか
reptile.
らか。
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you? Are you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cop.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
新規の訪ねる。
We can't avoid speaking with the...
モニカ。
ボスコ様、緩めのシュナウザーカットなのね。
なかなか顔だけであれだね。
We're leaving,
いろいろと特徴がわかるのがいいね。
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
そいつは認めるよ。
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds,
成
Monica.
長。
We can take care of ourselves.
大
Mostly.
体は。
Okay, but take care of each other too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
エスマダン。さて、問題は、このクラブにもう直接か。ホテルアトラスツアール、こちらに
Time to go, partner.
出発の時間
It'll
が
take half an
到
hour
着
or
まで
more to
30分
get
ぐらいかかる。
To the
じゃあ
club,
クラブに
then.
向かおうか、ショーも
I'm
見てみ
curious
た
about
い
the
し。
show.
Look, Marty, we're not going there to have fun. Okay.
I know,
ま
I
あ遊びに
know.
行ってるような
We
感じだ
worked together for 10 years, remember?
9.
9年だよ。細か
You
い。
have any gum?
Of course not.
俺は
Chickens
ガム
don't
なんて
chew.
噛まないんだろ。
Well, I'll go crazy on a long ride without it.
And I'll go crazy from you.
くちばしで
beating
く
it.
ちゃくちゃしてるな、おかしく。
Ah, Sonny, it's a pleasure working with you again.
面白いな。
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown.
この2軍には並んで車で走ってるあたりがな。
Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha.
ナターシャ記者。
Cops were never welcomed at places like this.
そりゃそうだな。
I hoped we were too late for the
ショー
show.
がとっくに終わってる
We。had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
もういろんなのが
一
おる。
人目なのに運転できるとは。
真夜中なのにね。
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind.
鳥族が
That's
嫌わ
for
れてる
sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha,
Natasha.
the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please,
何か
don't
できそ
monkey
う。
this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected
Chore
and
comedy,
noble
yo.
primate community of Clawville.
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
ルイス。
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your
なんか
work.
こううさぎっぽい喋り方。
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so the legendary chicken police back together?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see.
That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do with my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
メインイベントって何かな？
Okay then, catch you.
これは
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different
違ったル
rules.
ールとか言うし。
That was kind of deep.
近いね。
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, look at that.
あれ
Isn't
新
that
型
the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silverhawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
いろんな人物の名前が
Yeah,
出てき
he
ますね。
sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
あとは新聞。
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty.
飽きたんだ。
And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
これが
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Cluck off, Sonny.
あとこれか広告とこれなんだろ
Huh, I like this.
ういいんですか
Why is that?
なんで
I don't know. Because it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
ムーンライトボールワード
そこなの、わらわら。
この看板すげえでこの人用心棒
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Bill?
Nah, he's definitely
Bob
Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
乗るなよじゃあ話しなきゃいけなくなったね
Howdy, pal.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
懐に手入れるあたり
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
忘れとんのか
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case...
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
結局ビルかな何なのか分かんなくなったな。ちょっと待って。ここに入る方法。手がかり。よいしょ。映画会社の女は何か奇妙な脅しの標的になっているようだ。実在も手掛けに残されている。不思議なデボラ・イバネズ。彼女の雇い主はナターシャ・キッツェンコという女のようだ。ナトーシャの情報はなんと悪名高き役のイブン・ウェスラーだ。ナターシャはつわりクラブにいるはず。で、ナターシャはモリーのことを知っているらしい。単に腕のいい情報を追いかけている可能性もあるが、モリーとのつながりを調べられている。で、あと出てきている動物たちのが乗ってるわけですな。チキンポリスは名の知れた刑事2羽組であるサンティーノ・サニー・フェザーランドとマーティ・マクチキンマーティ・マクフライかよ。各新聞社が知能みそかと重要予備事件を担当したことで名声を得た。彼らはその後10年近く10分マッパーの確実を続けるが、とある乱闘事件がきっかけでその伝説に終止符が打たれる。なお彼らに伝えする小説シリーズがレディス・ H ・マーブルによって執筆され7年間で全10巻完走されたが、チキンポリス本家ら同様小説シリーズにも5つしか薄れていったと。ちょっとこの辺りはまたずれのんびり。
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking?
クラブに参加
What
中
idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
入れそうにないな。なんか手がクラブのポスター。
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering. Like the rhino beauty on this.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor. A lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
野生の神ってサイね。このビールも読んでるの魚だしさ。何か手はあるかな。ルイスにちょっと聞いてみるか。尋ねられない。
Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis. And yes, he's got the whole Chicken Police book series. Damn his taste. Look.
Well, yeah.
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No. No problem at all. Come with me.
ウサギのおかげで入れそうだよ。
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Bunny?
Jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Look, I really don't want...
It is even more...
Listen here, you cow.
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I get the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, Pat.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
あえずルイスについていくことできねえのかな。
Is Lewis, and yet
いやちょっと用心棒で話聞こ
look, I really relax.
Thank you.
No problem.
う。ルイス
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis.
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know.
I'm afraid that is all,
ありますか？以上
monsieur.
です。もし
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
カッツェンコ
You're right
カッツェ
on
ンコじゃない
point,
カッツェンコ
pal.
なの。
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
ママドは
Let's just knock that giant out, shall we?
マーティ
Easy
が
peasy.
Let's just not do that, shall we?
Okay. Is
Lewis. Let's not bother.
Okay, boss.
The Czar Club.
ねえどうやったら中入れるんだろうね。
This. My. Oh, did you ever think of being at a
very fun.
なんか別の会話になってたっぽいな。
What a beautiful
A work of art.
seeing it and thinking about my little rusty covet.
Don't torture yourself, Sonny. Only way we're...
Maybe it would be
I think we'd be
Young.
great gangsters in another life. Is
Lewis. Gee, that's not a guy.
Sir.
Everything's fine.
Good.
Merci la manche.
And as for you, you owe me one,
歌詞ができた。
gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
よし中入ろう。入れた。
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music
壁から音楽が染み出るって。すげえ表現だな。
cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Czar. Here we are.
次だぞ。
Mother of...
マーベラ
I
ス。
take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
会話が。
Men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like
いつも
always.
と同じじゃない。こ
This
のしけだ
time。it's for real.
おー。ステージ。ここにまだ
I
誰
was
もいな
hoping
い
to
ね。
have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old
ゴ
cock,
リゴリ
that's
の若
why.
いだからさ。
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
あととりあえず物語で調べられるものはなさそうかな。あ、でもなんか、おお、おお、
Hey, there's Fillmar.
フィルマ
Who? Oh, yes. Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before
別の場所の
Clawville.
別の調整。
Another place and another life.
Sounds good. like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact
だからあの
opposite.
鳥に挨
But the
拶
old
しておるべき
bird's
だ。
worth saying hi to.
こういろいろと突っ込みどころがもうあるんだけど、
If it isn't the
名
great
探偵
detective
マーロー。
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey, right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
タキマン。
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit.
それは目立つだ
You
ろう
here
な。
for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like
電極
someone
の
who
上に
sat
座っ
on
た
an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs,
身
angelic
長5フィ
voice,
ート、その半
demonic
分が足、
eyes.
天使
Just
のよう
the
な声、
usual.
悪魔のような目。
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the
こ
joint,
うもっともっ
amongst
とは他の
others.
クラブも運営するのか。
Good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
お、なんか始まった。なんか始まったかと思ったけど、現れただけか。これがあれだよね、マフィアのボスだよね。
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our
お忍びが
incognito.
無駄になる。
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
まあそうだね。
Great.
手下連中。
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not. That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
これらの客に声かけるのは特にできないし。バーテン。
Two whiskeys, kid, and no horse.
うまいな。
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
お前ドライバーだろ。
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, long face, give me a
ロ
glass
ング
of
フェイス。
water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your
曲
coat
が
so
正しければ
well,
誰に
no
も
one
ゴ
can
ート
see
の
it.
さんたちの活動が出るっていつも言ってました。
Sure. Maybe I have it with
マー
me
テ
now.
ィ。
What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So?
So we're confiscating
証拠
it
とし
as
て没収。
Yeah. Well, more like
ひど
stealing
い。
it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no...
これか。
Look, Sonny,
あ
I know it's
あ、わか
not
るわ
my
かる。
place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems
ローラ
had
の
gone
し
too
彼の問
far.
題が私例のところに相談してる。
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
まあ酒好きなんだね。
Good.
3人は
Let
ね
it。stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
そうだな、マーティ。もうとりあえず無駄になったらしいから、おっさんと話するしかねえのか。
Just act
二人いなく
nonchalant,
な
my
って。
friend.
No.
嘘だろ、まさか。
What now?
Is that
あれ、オリビ
Olivia?
ア
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me.
あのカラスの口からえらい高い声が出たぞ。
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The rooster
Ondori
cop is in
Omawari.
person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
忘れとる。
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
お庭さん。
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
そう。
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying
血のように赤い
friends
ペン
written
キ
on
で
the
壁
wall
に
with
書かれて
blood
くる
red paint, the usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to
自
be
分でやっ
honest,
てもいいけど忙
I
しい。
understand.
なるほどね。
I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with
Mr.
Attorney
Asama.
General Hamtaro yesterday.
ハム太郎。ハム太郎。
If you would excuse us.
ハム太郎司法長官。やべえ、ヘケっていう、ヘケって。
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
尋ねることがで
I'm
きそう
at
だ
your。service.
誰からとりあえずナターシャからかな。
Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
いいんですよ。
All right, Mr. Wessler. Nice bunker you got here.
バナクラブを持ち。
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that.
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more
専門的な仕
professional.
事に変えましょ
Has your assistant been working for
う。ア
you
シスタン
long?
トなんだ。
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr.
6ヶ月か。
Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
ね、ハム太郎っていう、まあ単純にそういう名前なのかもしれないから、別にハム太郎っていう名前自体に著作権はねえとは思うんだけどね。別にヘケヘケ言うわけでもないだろうし。
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective. But the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth?
The name is just their name, of course. But the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic.
実利的な根付き。
Thank you.
Just try to act normal, as much as you can.
Yep, that's him. The big rat in the flesh.
Well, it looks like this unpleasant conversation can't be avoided.
あとは、狐の男。
A fox is a wolf who sends
花を
flowers.
狼である。
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
大柄なおじか。
So, where the hell is
肝心のナタ
Natasha?
シャはどこにいる？
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What?
深いため息だったね今ね。あ、
She
です
has
か、オリジン。
pretty long legs. I mean, pretty
実にしては。
long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
The old hawk looks like shit if you ask me.
Just like looking into the mirror.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name
Bojack.
is not Bojack. Yeah, I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack. Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see.
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
来るのかな、そろそろ。そしたらステージ見れば出てくる。
What is it, Butt Jam?
Nothing, old fart.
誰でもないね。こっちのおっさんはまだいけるの。オリビアにも聞けんのかな。いけねえのか。
Jeez, just spare me the...
映画のポスターがある。Just down for here.
Oh, I know this fodder guy.
そうだ。
He was kind of
Mano
good
shi.
in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
12年前。
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
最初で最後。
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
貴重。暴言バンディクート。
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
いろんなポスターあるな。ロンドンポー。
Huh. Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye.
Cassandra Ruby
never heard of her.
Faye.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
血圧。
Don't mind me. Just women and guns are my
顔が
only
マーティ
weakness.
の顔が。
No shit.
これがカサンドラなんたらかんたら。 Here is a case. Here is a girl. He has a gun. He is alpha. 暴言のバディキュートみたいな。これかと見てないの。ハードルサムシャイニ犬と鳥。
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case. And hey, Marty?
Marty?
What? Yeah? I don't give a shit.
どうでもいいだろう。鑑定なんだね、この犬ね。これで全部か。
Hey, Mom. What? Why? I piss off. Nah.
Don't be shy, detective.
All right, Mr.
あ、質問があっ
Wessler's
た
a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough
残
about
念
him,
なが
so
ら
I
俺
have
は
to
彼
be
のことをよく知
cunning.
らないので頭を
I
使わ
can't
ないとい
just
けない。
pin him against a wall.
彼を壁につけるだけでは何の達成できない。脅迫について聞いたときどう思われましたか？質問を選ぶ。選べないな。
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
顔バカバカしいと思うし。
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet.
要
They're
求
just
はない
empty
んだね。
threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
お、増えた。警察呼ぶ。あ、警察はさっきのこと言ったよね。仕事は何をなさってるんですかって。それはそれであれだな。刑事メーターの上かな。
Why didn't you just call
なん
the
でしなか
police?
ったんですか、警察呼ばんの。
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
辛そうだね。
Your lawyers are too good for that, Eben.
弁護士って。
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
これだ。これ聞かない。あ、でも直接聞いたらあれなんだろうな。でもまあ直接聞くしかねえか。
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know. Maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
なるほど、十分
Good
なんだ。
point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that...
もう逆脅されとる。
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's
そっとや
secretive.
ぶをつついてみる。
It's time to gently beat around the bush.
ああ、これだ。
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past?
似たようなことはなかったか。
I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies are insane fans, psychopath pianists.
サイコパスのピアニスト。
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
ああ、確かに。
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
っていう風に聞くしかねえんだよ
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe.
Why not? It's quite common.
な。まあよくあることだけど
It's
ね。
a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it...
Yeah.
ハム太郎来た。
Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with
Hamtaro.
Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers Bowie type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
過去に似
Have
た
there
ような
been
ことは
similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it.
そう
But
か、行き止ま
sadly,
り
this
か。
is a dead end, my friend. No, no threats like these. Whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
シンプルな答えで。
You know,
鑑
Natasha,
定か。
she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
すごいな。
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
なるほど。
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
なるほど。今はどうなんだろうね。同
Do
じ家
you
に住ん
live
でる
in
ん
the
ですか。
same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Goldtown.
え、そうなんのこの
But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
これか
So
な。
Natasha feels like she's in grave
ちょっと
danger,
やぶをつつく。
yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty.
あ、そうなんだ。
She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets
宴
and
会やディ
dinners
ナーが
are
頻繁に
frequent.
行われてると。
Illegal
いい方
gambling
の
night.
ギャンブルナイト。
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the
ルーレ
roulette
ット
wheel.
見るね。
Always putting it all on the red,
Red.
right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet
彼
your
女に会え
lady?
ますか。
I don't see why not.
お、
But first,
予約
please
ショーが始
listen
ま
to
る
her
の。
sing. She's on.
尋問ランクいくつ？お、焦点の精度は 90%。お、結構いい感じだな。明らかに話している以上のことを知っている。なるほど。成果あったみたいだね。
Thank you for your time. We'll
お
be
会いしま
seeing
しょ
you.
う。
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or
パーティー
something.
がなんか言って
Olivia.
る。
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh,
Please take a seat. The show's gonna start
ショー
soon.
が始まります。すげえ。顔。あ、なんかに気づいた。背中すげえな。なんかちょっとフラフラしてるんだけど大丈夫かおじいさん。
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is
大丈夫
an
かトリ。
empty bottle. Come baby,
Sonny.
サニ
Sonny.
say
らかに何かありそうな感じの。
It's dead.
That was, unique.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
なるほど。
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her.
危険な香りね。
She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Keep your social distance.
Next time on Chicken Police.
終わりかな？
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
Lucky hell.
Welcome to the sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Marty, that's enough.
Then two cocks suddenly learned to fly, and even swim, by gad.
One more word, and I'll bite off your arm.
Please tell me there's gonna be a glorious shootout. Keep it straight, Sonny.
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Of all that's furry and plumey.
キリン、顔見えてね。
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
なるほど。というわけで、ここまでですね、体験版なので、さて、いかがでしたでしょうかね。また、なんだろう、評価が良ければ、またこれ続きをやっていけたらなとは思いますが、まあ、あくまでこれ、体験版なんでね、まあ、個人的にはちょっと、好きなスタイルのゲームですね。という感じで、また、次の配信でお会いいたしましょう。さようなら。